am Johniece Ray, and the title of my TEDx talk was hashtag 52 Weeks of 30, Releasing Expectations and Embracing a New Era.
Okay, Johniece, you just crushed it out there. You did a great job. How do you feel right now?
Oh my gosh, I still feel a little numb. Like, I can't believe that just happened after months of planning and preparing. Like, it's over, but it feels like really good. It feels good.
Can you talk a little bit about what your planning was like, how that was for you?
So, I had a hard time. I knew what I wanted to talk about, but I had a hard time trying to remember it or trying to actually just get it all out. So what I did was I typed everything that I wanted to say, and then I put it in like 52 size font. And for weeks, I walked around with like this 17-page packet of words that I was trying to remember. And it was like the last week that I just decided to stop listening to music and try to focus, but that didn't work. So a friend of mine flew in from Atlanta, and for the past 3 days, I've held her hostage listening to the speech over and over and over again. So I owe her everything. Thank you, Candace. But that's really what helps, just like listening to it over and over again. And she was the perfect person, because when I would say something wrong, she'd yell at me. So I think that she conditioned me to not say the wrong thing up there.
Super good. Having that person to practice with is always awesome.
Yes.
So, Johniece, you have an awesome sort of event launch topic, something that I think everyone can connect with. And what a lot of speakers say when they're up on stage, they talk about how they can see the nods, they can sort of feel that their message is being received, your idea we're spreading is, you can see the gears turning. Can you talk a little bit about that, what the audience connection was like?
I think that there were certain points when I could tell that people understood where I was coming from. The Bed Bath & Beyond coupons, I felt like I had to say it because they literally flood my mailbox every day. So I think that, as millennials, or once you even just make it to adulthood, you start to realize that like you get these advertisements that you can't even afford, and it just, on the wrong day, it makes you feel like a tiny little person because you can't afford it. So I feel like that was one. And another thing that I thought people really connected with, I heard a lot of wow, was when I said that I had been seeing a guy who was seeing someone else. I heard people's hearts just kind of like go out. So that was really good. And I think the comparing my timeline to my physical timeline to my social media timeline, I think that people totally got that because we all do it, So I think that those were some of the things where I really felt the audience connection. So yeah.
That's good. And what about, now that it's like a blessing and a curse to go first. I think it's more of a blessing. But what are you excited about in terms of course, enjoying the other 4 talks, if I can let you go. Which you're going to miss a little bit. Who's next? Is it Julian?
Yeah, Julian.
Yeah. So you might miss a little bit of that, but only 1 or 2 more questions here. So are you excited to talk with all the people who are excited to see you and network a little bit? Like, what are you excited for the rest of the night?
I think I'm definitely excited to network. I think that a lot of people that I've talked to in the past have shared like some of the things that they feel like is the hard part of adulting. And my hope is that even tonight that people are just vulnerable with like where they are with this adulting thing. Like, I think it would be so cool to go to a networking event and not have to worry about putting your best foot forward or what do I look like or what do I sound like, but just completely being yourself. So I think that tonight I'm excited about that, but I'm even excited about that like in the future, seeing how honest people are about like, we don't know what we're doing. We're just figuring it all out. And that's just it, So I think that that's it. Yeah.
It's pretty good. And final question, this is my favorite question actually, Johniece.
Okay.
So now that you are an illustrious TEDx speaker alum, do you have any words of wisdom, any advice for future speakers for TEDxWilmington? And you can think about it if you want, because this is one thing. I have a whole reel of literally, it's called TEDxWilmington advice. And we send to future speakers.
Oh, that's awesome.
So this literally will be a message that helps out everyone who comes after you.
Okay. I definitely think that choosing a topic, find a topic that is home, that regardless of if you're talking to a person at work, a person in the grocery store, or a room full of people, you can speak with the same passion, the same conviction, the same understanding, and the same vulnerability. I think that for me, that was the best thing about this, that even though I couldn't remember word for word what I wanted to say, I spoke from the heart because it's my experience, it's my life. So I think that the best thing that someone could do when they're deciding to be a TEDx speaker is to choose a topic that's home.
That passion, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.